Hi guys, it's Beth. Welcome to my channel, Bourbon Creek Crafts. I finished off another collection from, this one's actually Carta, and it was from an Echo Park Warehouse box sale, I think within the last year. But I used the Old World Travel collection by Karina Gardner, and this is what I have left. And so I have another kind of, I don't know, masculine-y, vintage-y journal project going, or a rustic journal project going. So I'm just going to toss these strips into that project. So I wasn't worried about using those. So I used all the paper, all the stickers. The cover sheet was the back side of a pattern page. And so I used the cover sheet because it was all included with one of the other patterns. And I started it because I had some pictures from a camping trip we'd taken years ago, and it was an old train depot here in Indiana, down in French Lick, Indiana, actually. And so I knew I had this and wasn't sure what else I would use it for other than maybe these pages and then a travel journal. So I did go ahead and scrap the pictures. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 total layouts. There's a couple, I think there's one or two double page layouts in here. Like this. Okay, so here's a double page layout that I did, and just used some of the pattern papers, some of the stickers, and then one of the patterns was like little ticket shaped. It was a pattern, it was all different kind of ticket patterns on the page, and so I fussy cut a couple of them out, used one as an accent, one just to add a journaling about what we were looking at. Oops. And then the other page of this layout, I did pull in a few stickers from an Indiana sticker sheet I had, layered up some of the little stickers from the collection sticker sheet, and then also on one of my Indiana embellishment sheets, I had 2 brads that spelled out the abbreviation for Indiana. And then here I took a journal card and cut it in half and then added some of the journaling down here. And then these are just strips of pattern paper just to kind of correspond with the colors on the first page of the layout. And then I did another one I did 2 of the same spread, one for my album, one for Ellie's album, because this is Ellie. Again, I use stickers as my title, and then the same layout, I just used some different pattern paper back here. And then the second page, again, is similar. I used different pattern paper for my strips. Here's the other half of the journal card. And then I did do some different stickers, and I did it like on the opposite side. And then this is another one of those. These are from the collection sticker sheet. This is from one of my Indiana sticker sheets. So two page layouts. And then Avery was so tiny. She wasn't in many of the pictures anyway. But she did get a layout just to remember that she'd been there. And so I included a couple pictures, and then this was a journal card, and then this was another sticker. I was really trying to use up some of those stickers as titles, so I didn't have to bring any other letter stickers. And I think that's just on there from, I came off of this tag. So this was a sticker as well that I just added some ribbon to and used it as a tag embellishment, and then did my journaling here on one of those little ticket shapes that I fussy cut out. So like I said, 5 12 by 12 layouts, and then I decided to do a travel journal. So I did laminate this one just because I was thinking that if someone were to use it and maybe take it with them while they're traveling, I wanted it to be a little more sturdy. And I just did basic sewing. There's only one signature in here, and just used some wax thread to sew it. used double-sided, like one of the sheets from the pad that's double-sided as my cover. And like I said, I laminated it, but before I laminated it, I did add this was a scrap from another random pattern paper that I had. And then this was a journal card. The back is blank. So then on the inside, I didn't have a ton of the paper, like full sheets left. So I did pull in some other papers, like travel themed papers from my stash. And I'm going to zoom you in just a bit here. And so there are some like kind of other random pages throughout here as well, but it also kind of helped me use up several sheets of my loose paper. So this was one of those kind of loose papers from my stash. And then I did add, this was one of the like 3x3 cut aparts, and it was just a plain pattern. And so I just took it and created a little tip out with it and then added a little bitty sticker down there in the bottom. This is a pocket. There was a sheet of these postcard cut aparts in the collection. Some vellum. Just decorated this one. This was a border sticker. This has a belly band with another one of those postcards. These are like great for journaling. This is just some old manila paper that I had on hand from my dad, and I just used a ruler to kind of tear a straight edge, but just to give it a little bit of detail at the edge here. And then I had some other vellum stickers, travel stickers, kind of postcard stamp stickers in my stash, and so I did include some of those throughout here as well. So here's one of those. And then I had another sheet of clear stickers related to travel, and so I did include some of those in here as well. Breathtaking views. This is a cut apart that I created a little corner pocket with. Took a scrap that I had, put it on the back of kind of a vintagey feel paper. It's got a little bit of writing on it, but you could totally still journal on it. I mean, the writing is kind of in the background and faded. And then this was part of another cut apart that I just cut out the lock from. This one, I just kept it simple and had part of a border sticker that I had left and another sticker. This is a pocket page and single pocket, and I took some scraps that I had left and put them onto like manila tags. And so this is a tag. This is one of those vellum postcard stickers that I just put on the back of some lined paper, so it becomes like a little journaling spot. This one, I just have some flaps that are attached here at the top but open so things can be tucked underneath. Another little corner pocket made from one of the 3x3 cut aparts with a little airplane sticker. And then I made this using all of the branding strips that were from the collection. So I just put it on some like tan paper and then, glued all the strips down. And then I did add a sticker to the front of it just to give it a little bit of something, and then rounded the corners. And so it's just another little journaling spot. Here's a 3x3 cut apart made into a tip up. Here's just some writing practice paper. Took one of there was another sheet. There was 2 sheets of 4x6 cut aparts in the collection. One was the postcards and one was just like regular cut aparts. So here I glued one of the postcards to the back of the cut apart, so it actually has some function. You can actually journal with it. This was another random sheet from my stash, as was this. This is a little policy envelope, and it kind of had like the aged feel. Like they came from my dad, and I know he's had them for a while. I don't know how long. So I just took it, and I put 2 envelopes in here. So in order to make it a page, like a double page within the signature, I took some other patterned paper and glued it to the edges, and then left enough gap so that I could fold it and like sew down the middle of that strip. And so this is on both sides, and it just kind of made it into a 2-page spread. So here I just kind of layered some of the papers and scraps that I had left. Same thing here on this back side, and I did include another one of those little vellum postcard stickers. And I know this is a little bit wider than the rest of my journal, but I really wanted to include these just to have some like good larger size text spots for, I mean, it's a travel journal. Usually you have not just like receipts or stubs, but like there's brochures about where you've been, things like that. You can tuck some of them in here. This is a cool piece of map vellum that I got from Hobby Lobby. This is just some ledger paper. This is a random travel themed page from my stash. And this was something I had fussy cut out of another loose sheet that was still in my stash. And so I just attached it here. And again, you can kind of tuck something behind it or layer something underneath it. And then just some stickers. This is from another sticker sheet that was travel related. Same, this tag and then this travel definition sticker were from the same sticker sheet. Here again is one of the 4x6 cut aparts with a postcard glued to the back. And then here was a scrap I had that I just attached to some tan paper. Was really trying to use up all the scraps from, not just from this collection, but from the other loose papers that I had pulled out. So just have a little sticker here. This is a loose paper from my stash. Some more of that manila paper with a couple of little clear vellum stamp stickers. More stamps. So here I created another corner pocket with the cut apart here. And then I took some of this paper that I had left, glued it to the back of some lined paper, added a cut apart and a couple little scraps here. So just made another little fun journaling card. Here's a double pocket. This was a sticker that I layered onto a 3x3 cut apart that just had like kind of a plain pattern, like no image. And then I took another one of those 4x6 cut aparts and put it onto some plain paper this time. This was a random sheet from my stash with one of the ticket cut aparts that I fussy cut out, or I guess ticket images that I fussy cut out. Journal card glued onto some plain paper, going into the pocket. This was I think I fussy cut that out of one of the cut aparts, one of the 3x3 cut aparts, and then left it so that something could either tuck behind it or be glued down underneath it. But there's a lot of maps, lots of different kinds of maps in this travel journal. It's another little clear sticker on a manila page. This was one of the patterns from the collection, along with some scraps and a sticker from the collection. Here I used just another cut apart and made a corner pocket. This time it goes horizontal. Another scrap and manila tag combination, and then some more of the lined paper with one of the pattern scraps on the back. And then this is the center of my journal, and so I wanted to cover the strings that I had from sewing it up. So this is actually some double-sided paper. It's got I used it before too, but it's got kind of a tealish, muted teal on one side and then solid black on the other. And so I used the black side thinking I could use up some of the stickers that I had. So I just used 2 here and 2 on this side, and then took a scrap of some of the loose pattern paper and just created a little card that can fit there in the center. Another belly band and postcard. Just some stickers and scraps down here. This is just another sticker. I tried not to do too much on these. 1, because the paper was thin, and 2, just because it's cool to have, like, to appreciate the older paper. And then plus I was trying to leave some white space that they could do whatever with. Just another stamp. This is a side pocket with journal card with some tan paper on the back, and then one of those postcard cut aparts. This one, since it had a lot going on already, I just added a tag, sticker, and word sticker down here. This one I debated a lot on wanting to add something else to this page, and I finally decided against it because I couldn't find the right thing to add to this page. And so I thought rather than just add something to add something, I should just leave it blank. Again, appreciate the white space. Just added a sticker up here. This was some lined paper I had in my journal stash, and I just added a couple stickers down here at the bottom and just treated it as like a journal card. This was a cut apart that I just glued the bottom of, and so you can just tuck behind it here. And this was that paper I was talking about that has all of the little tickets, images. This I used as a tip out and just glued a cut apart down there. Things that make you go, ah, clear sticker. Some of those little postmark stickers. Here I have another card that I had made using the tear strips and just turned it into a corner pocket, added a sticker, excuse me, to the front. This is glued directly to the back of the page. It's because it was so stark white compared to everything else around it. I wanted to kind of tone that down a little bit. This is just a tag I made out of one of the scraps left over. Cut apart, glued onto this tip out. Just a sticker from another sticker sheet. Same here, some more of that ledger paper. And then this one I left blank because of the vellum. I wanted you to be able to see the cool matte details on the vellum once it was turned. Here's another other envelope that I had. This side I left blank, but then this side I did decorate, layered up some papers on and scraps and stickers. This is just a sticker from the sticker sheet. This was a vellum sticker that I actually put on some paper so that I could let it be a tuckable spot. Another tip out, journal card, big tip out here. I added a scrap piece of paper onto like the edge. Another side pocket with some lined paper, and then where I took scrap and glued it onto like some journaling paper. Some stickers down here, another strip that can be tucked underneath. Sticker, vellum sticker, and then another pocket. Again, this was just a journal piece that I had, a journalable piece that I had in my journal like box. And then this, I just added some more lined paper to the back of. And then here I took two of the cut aparts that were left and I glued them down, except for like the very top, like you could still stick something underneath there if you want. Some plain vellum. And I did add stickers down here at the bottom on either side in the center. Simple sticker, and then some more of this paper, and then just added some of those little tickets that I fussy cut out. So that is my journal. And as for a closure, I'm thinking about just taking some of that elastic ribbon and just kind of creating something that can slide over it. I'm trying to decide if, like, you can see that these envelopes stick out further from everything else, but again, I could only laminate a certain length of paper and wanted to make sure that I got these envelopes in though. So I don't know, we'll come up with a closure, but that is the journal. So from this collection, I got 5 travel pages for my scrapbook and a travel journal. And that again was the Old World Travel by Karina Gardner from Carta. So it was that really lovely paper to work with. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this and got some inspiration. If you have this kit, I know a lot of you get the warehouse boxes, and if I can find it, I will link it in the description box below. I'll see if it's still available either through Echo Park or through Amazon. But thank you guys so much for your time today, and hope you all have a very crafty day.